Time now for The Clash. The coronation row rumbled on this weekend after the Mail on Sunday exclusively revealed that the new king wants his spiteful son Prince Harry at his coronation with his royal-hating wife Meghan. Charles has reportedly asked the woke Archbishop of Canterbury and friend of the Sussexes Justin Welby to broker a peace deal between his warring sons so the couple can attend the ceremony at Westminster Abbey in May. However, sources have spoken of Prince William's fears his brother will use the event to stage a stunt that could steal the limelight after Harry's explosive memoir and their Netflix series. So, should the Archbishop of Canterbury, Justin Welby, broker a deal for Prince Harry to attend the coronation? Let me know your thoughts. Dan at gbnews.uk. Vote in our poll at GB News on Twitter. The results shortly. But to help you make up your mind on this, I'm joined by the editor-in-chief of Majesty magazine, Ingrid Seward, and the journalist and broadcaster, Nina Mishkov. Ingrid, I'm sorry, I'm really worried about Justin Welby getting involved in this. Sources over the weekend have described him as being under the spell of Meghan and Harry. He's on their side, Ingrid. So if he's the person doing the brokering of the deal, I worry about what he's going to concede.
Well, I don't feel for one moment that an invitation to the coronation should be a deal. There is no brokering of any deal to be done. Harry either comes or he doesn't. And I don't think for one moment that King Charles will get involved in brokering a deal. Maybe he should certainly be the one to ask Harry. I don't think Justin Welby should ask Harry, because Harry, as we know, those that have read his book, keep saying, well, you know, his father is obviously weak, and his father likes to avoid confrontation. But this is one confrontation. All he's got to do is pick up the phone and say, darling boy, come to the coronation. And if Harry says, I don't want to, well, and then Charles says, your problem, your decision. No one else should broker this deal. And I don't think the Archbishop of Canterbury should get involved. It's a father-son thing. And the whole of Harry's life, he's known that his father is going to be king, and that's coloured his childhood, coloured his life. And of course he has to be there. And it would be unthinkable if he wasn't, and would create far more fuss if he wasn't there.
Well, personally, Nina, I don't want him here. I do not want him here, Nina. He has slagged off his own family. He has slagged off our country. He has attacked William and Camilla in the most brutal of ways. Why does Charles even want to put his eldest son and his beloved wife in the position of having to deal with this creep and his awful wife?
Because he is only telling the truth. As he has lived it.
Have you read the book?
I have read the book.
It's got a lie. It's got a lie in virtually every page.
It has not got a lie. I read it properly as a book, Dan, not just to see if I was mentioned in it, like you were. I enjoyed the book. It's beautifully written, and I believed.
Not by him.
I am not alone. I mean, it's the biggest selling book, you know, in publishing history in those sort of terms. The thing is, with Justin Welby, anybody who brokers a deal has to be somebody that both sides respect. And presumably King Charles respects Welby, and I know that Harry and Meghan, because of what I've seen on the Oprah interview, that he gave them a blessing before their own wedding, they obviously have some connection with them.
Yes, he thinks Meghan's a great humanitarian, which means that he's a terrible judge of character because she's anything but that, Nina.
You know, you cannot say that.
Oh, I can.
You
I just did.
absolutely cannot say that.
I did, and I stand by it.
Meghan is...
She is a fame-hungry actress. She's not a humanitarian. Actually, do you know that she changed her entry on Wikipedia a few days before her relationship with Harry became public? Previously, it had said model, and she changed it to humanitarian when she knew that her relationship was going to become public.
She gave a speech at the United Nations way before she met Harry.
Oh,
she had her own career. She's very successful. She's either called a fourth-rate actress, you know, or whatever. You can't have it both ways. You can't say she's a brilliant actress when she's, you know, that she's lying because she's a brilliant actress, which people have said. You can't have it both ways. She's a very successful woman in her own right, and what she did in this country when she was here, when she was allowed to, the good that she did at Grenfell, She's done all sorts of things, and she continues to do humanitarian things.
I mean, she's also trying to tear the monarchy apart.
She is not trying to...
Look, I want to bring Ingrid in on this.
She is not trying to tear the monarchy apart.
She is, Nina.
They are
my
merely
word,
rebutting the claims.
And you're very
that were made
naive if you
against her.
think she's not.
She was vilified in the press.
But Nina,
for 5
just
years.
hold up, because I want to bring Ingrid in. Because Ingrid, this Mail on Sunday report suggests that Harry, for example, might say to Justin Welby, I don't want to attend the coronation unless I know for sure that I won't be stripped of my Duke of Sussex titles. There's also talk about horse trading over whether Archie and Lilibet will retain their titles. This is so uncouth.
It's so uncouth. I can't believe it's actually true. I'm not saying the Mail on Sunday don't have great stories, but this one, I think, is a bit fuzzy around the edges.
It's written by their political editor, Glenn Owen. I mean, it seemed impeccably
Also, it's not
brief.
about Meghan. It's really, for once, it's not about Meghan. It's about Harry and his father. Harry must attend. He absolutely must. And I don't think for one moment that he will behave badly or try and create a scene, because he will be overawed.
Well, Ingrid, you say it's not about... You say it's not about Meghan, Ingrid, but I've actually written a column today for the Mail on, for the Daily Mail, for Mail Online, the website, making the point that the reason that Meghan has disappeared from public view, it's been the Great Disappearing Act over the past couple of weeks, is because she is wanting to play a crucial role in the negotiation with Welby and with the royal family over whether the couple attend the coronation. And I'm sorry, I don't think we should be listening to what Meghan has to say about this at all. Come if you want to. We know you're going to come, by the way, because you're only making any money from Netflix or Spotify because of your proximity to the royal family. So the idea that Charles is going to give in...
As one on this situation. I totally agree. It's not about Meghan. For one, it's not about Meghan.
It's not about you.
The thing is, it's not about Meghan, and the reason that she has disappeared over the last month is because it's been about Harry. It's been about Harry's book, Harry's story.
So you don't think she has an ulterior motive? Nina?
No, she has not got an ulterior motive. Why should she? I have no idea, and you have no idea. But my thinking on this is that she has stepped aside to give Harry his space. It's his story. It's not her story that he's been telling. It's his story. And the thing is,
she doesn't like stealing the limelight from her husband, does she, Nina? There's no evidence of her doing that.
She's not stealing the limelight from her husband. I mean, the thing is, this woman has been so vilified. What has she done? She was vilified day after day in the press for years.
She wasn't.
And years.
Nina, this is what annoys me so much. That is a point-blank lie. Go back and look at the coverage for the first 2 years that she was in the royal family.
It was
glowing. It was positive.
Too popular. It was only when she became too popular she had to be brought down, and there's a couple had to be pushed aside.
True? Is that narrative true?
I mean, Nina is obviously, and absolutely, Nina has every right because she's a very renowned journalist. She's obviously believing everything that Harry said. And I have actually, I've listened to the book, which I think is actually even better than reading it. And I mean, half of it, I don't think Harry even knows what he's talking about. Most of the words, he doesn't even know what they mean. But that's fine. It's very nicely written. But it's not Harry.
Not by him. Not by him.
Well, no, we know
not by him. He had a ghostwriter, editor-in-chief of Majesty Magazine, Ingrid Stewart, and the journalist and broadcaster Nina Mishkov. Thank you both so much. But who do you agree with? Should the Archbishop of Canterbury, Justin Welby, broker a deal for Prince Harry to attend the coronation? Phil on Twitter says, if our king has asked him to try, then yes, absolutely. Jan says, absolutely not. Harry and Meghan deserve no olive branches or second chances. They chose this cruel and hurtful path and must expect consequences. And from Ronnie, Mr Welby should busy himself with theocratic works, not brokering celebrity deals. And wow, your verdict's in. This one is overwhelming. Just 6% of you. With Nina saying the Archbishop of Canterbury should broker a deal, allowing Harry to attend. 94% of you saying absolutely not.